Talk to God honestly. First Peter chapter 5 verse 7 says, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." God is not the one to put on a facade with. He already knows what you're going through. We have to be open and honest with him to get to the joy in the morning part. We have to be willing to talk about what's bothering us or what anxieties that we have and talk to God about it. Pray to God about it. Don't try to hide it like everything's okay. Yes, it may be kind of this weird space because you don't want to seem ungrateful. The time is now to boldly step forward, love with intensity, and embark on the journey to create the best version of yourself. Let's breach these barriers together. So, y'all know I'm not going to leave y'all without having some practical tips or an exercise to do. Y'all know I love me a good exercise now. But I feel like once we actually take what we've heard or what we've read about and put it into play, that's when it becomes real. So that's why I love doing these exercises with you guys. So the first step, I want you to list out what you need to grieve, whether it's a job, a relationship, the way you used to be. Give it a name. Like what are you mourning? Whether you like it or not, you're mourning it. What are you grieving? And I'd like to share this scripture with you from Lamentations chapter 3, verse 22 through 23. Because the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Okay, step 2. I want you to find some scriptures for comfort and strength. And I want to start your list off. Psalm 34, verse 18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. The third step I want you to do, this may be a hard one. Talk to God honestly. First Peter chapter 5 verse 7 says, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." God is not the one to put on a facade with. He already knows what you're going through. We have to be open and honest with him to get to the joy in the morning part. We have to be willing to talk about what's bothering us or what anxieties that we have and talk to God about it. Pray to God about it. Don't try to hide it like everything's okay. Yes, it may be kind of this weird space because you don't want to seem ungrateful. At least for me, this is how it went for me. I didn't want to seem ungrateful because God has done so much for me. And I was, say things that I'm grateful for in my prayers, but I wouldn't really get to the nitty gritty of what I was feeling. Like, what's the problem? If I don't acknowledge it, I can't get to my healing. I can't heal from it if I don't show God that it's there. So talking open and honestly really helped me to even give it a name. Saying it out loud really made it real for me. But praying it to God is a must. The next step, which was super, super hard for me, was to seek community or professional help. This was hard for me because then I would have to admit there's something wrong. I had to admit that I didn't have it all together like I said I did. I was going to have to be willing to show that I was not a superhuman. But your community, God does not want you to do life alone. Community is so important to us being and thriving on this earth. Like, we are meant to be together and to help one another. We're not meant to be isolated and going through things by ourselves. This is shown in Galatians chapter 6, verse 2. And it reads, "Bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ." We're not meant to do this alone. We're not meant to keep everything bottled up within us. So finding community, your friends, your trusted friends, loved ones, a partner, and seeking professional help as well. I wanted to get to the bottom of it because I'm like, I'm not coming back to deal with this again. Like, these problems that I have, and we're going to nip this in the bud right now. Because, child, if something else happened, I need to have the tools already waiting. I cannot feel like this again. It wasn't an option for me. So I had to pull myself up to do hard things because that was very hard for me to take that leap and say, I'm finding a therapist. For some reason, that was so hard for me. But I said, I don't want to feel like this again. So I have to do some hard things to make sure I don't feel like this again. And the last step is to hold on to belief. Hold on to what God told you. Hold on to the visions that He gave you. Hold on to hope. Hold on to the faith that you have and that you're building with your testimonies that are collecting. Visualize the joy that will come in the morning while trusting God in the present. I know that could seem like the hardest thing to do. So, a prayer that you could pray as much as you need to in a day, daily, hourly, however much you will need it is: God, I surrender my grief to you. I trust that you will bring joy in the morning, even though I don't see it yet. And that could be a simple prayer that you just keep telling you keep praying and keep God close to you. Keep reminding yourself that joy will come in the morning because God promised it. Overall, grief is a part of the process. It's okay to cry. It's okay to question. It's okay to not have it all together. But don't let grief steal your belief in God's promises. What do you need to grieve today? Write it down, pray over it, give it to God. I really hope this video helped you all. And if you have a story of grieving and believing at the same time, please put it below. If you've grieved something and you got through it, if you could leave an encouraging word for somebody who may be grieving right now and not sure how they're able to get through it, they're struggling to believe God for what He said, please just leave an encouraging word. I used to think my story didn't matter. And then I got the courage to talk about it. Like, I used to think like nobody cares. But the feedback that I get from you all is so encouraging to know that God is working. He's sending it to the people that it needs to get to. So please leave a comment below and help the next person. And I hope you all have a beautiful day. Don't forget to subscribe so you get the notifications when I post more videos like this. And if you don't want to wait for our next video, don't worry. I will put up some options for you right here on the screen. I love you all so much. And don't forget, weeping may endure for a night, but joy always comes in the morning. Hold on to that promise and grieve and believe at the same time. And I pray that when you get to the joy in the morning, you'll see that it was all worth it to be able to build your story up and help the next person. I'll see you all in the next video. See ya.